Hey friends, what's happening? Today's Q&A session is making a video from my truck, and we'll talk about a couple things. We'll talk about snakes, the Minelab Equinox, and where you find your nuggets. Those are the questions we're going to talk about. And I'm kind of curious. I know why I'm making this video from my truck, because I'm on the road. But I'm kind of curious, why do people make videos from their vehicle? Is it like a thing? Kind of cool. But you get to see how clean someone keeps their vehicle. My vehicle is pretty darn clean. So, not my other truck, but this one is pretty darn clean. So anyway, let's get on with the questions. Got a couple great questions from YouTube. The first one was, related to Arizona specifically, from a video I filmed in Arizona. And it was about what is the real possibility, the real danger of stepping on a snake. And there's a danger. You could step on a snake and you could get bit. But it's unlikely, in my experience, that that is going to happen. What I will say is snakes generally do not want anything to do with you. They do not want to argue with you. They don't want to fight you. They don't want to strike you. Snakes can be very docile. Some species are more aggressive than others, and that is true for rattlers too. And certain times of the year, snakes can be more aggressive than other times. And I'm no snake expert. I can just speak from my experience. I've actually stepped on a rattlesnake while hiking, while detecting, and I didn't get struck. And I would say my snake gaiters had nothing to do with me not getting struck. I stepped on it, I backed off, the snake looked at me like, what just happened? I'm like, wow, what just happened? And he did his thing, I did mine, and we never saw each other again. So, really good encounter. I don't believe in killing snakes just for the just for the sake of killing them. I was going to say just for the snake of killing them. I'm not a snake killer. It's just not my thing. I'm a big game hunter. I like elk and I like deer, and I think they taste way better than snake. And just, randomly killing animals, just in my opinion, just isn't right. And snakes are beautiful creatures. They're an important part of our ecosystem, and we should really respect them. They serve a purpose. They're there. They're beautiful. So when it comes to snake protection, I like gaiters better than chaps. I've had both. I bought some chaps about 20 years ago, and by chaps, I'm talking the things that go way up your legs. Think of the, cowboy leather chap type thing. And for me, those things were just way too hot and heavy, and I wore them for 20 minutes. I gave them to a friend. He wore them for a little while and gave them to somebody else, and we never saw them again. Just not for me, or my friend, wasn't the right choice. Gaiters only cover the, up to your knee, just about, your calves, the shin, the bottom part of your leg. And for me, I wear snake gaiters not because I worry about snakes. It's because there's a greater possibility you're going to brush up against a cactus and get cactus in your leg. And that's no fun. That can definitely slow you down on a hunt. And I'd much rather have the cactus in my snake gaiters than in my leg. And, who knows how many times I've been protected from cactus. It's probably too many to count. But that's why I wear snake gaiters. And you see me in the videos, I'm wearing snake gaiters, not because I'm worried about snakes. It's because I simply just don't want to accidentally brush up against a cactus and have to deal with the pain and everything else of pulling needles out. Because some of the needles are really, really small. Some of them are large, and they'll go in really deep. Some of them are small, and then those small ones can be a bear. Like, I'm not going to get into the methods to pull them out of your leg. But anyway, that's my thought on snakes. Snake chaps and snake gaiters. Again, please don't senselessly kill snakes. They're beautiful creatures. So the next question was about the Minelab Equinox. And the Equinox, from what I've heard and what I've read, it's a really, really great machine. And my thought on it is it's a multi-use machine, which is stated by Minelab, who manufactures it. It's for gold prospecting, and it's for hunting coins and other things. So it has multi-use. For me, as a gold hunter, if I'm going to hunt gold, I'm going to hunt gold with a gold machine. And that's why, for the same price range, the Monster's the better choice for a VLF, in my opinion. And I like a machine that's more dedicated to handling the mineralized ground. Again, I've seen some great finds made with the Equinox. I have never used one personally, therefore I simply am not qualified to give you an opinion on it. I've never used one. But I've heard some really great things, and I've heard it struggles a little bit with ground. So the guy who asked the question, and it was a great question, he wants to use it for multi-purpose. So it sounds like a great fit for him. Here's the thing: when you buy a detector or any piece of prospecting equipment, if you buy it and you don't like it, you can simply sell it. And you probably won't get, full retail when you resell something, but hopefully you enjoyed it enough or found enough to where the difference doesn't really make it matter to you. So anyway, that's my thought. Equinox is certainly a capable detector. It's not specialized for gold hunting. It's not for me in the VLF class, but I would choose the Monster again, but it will work. It is a capable machine, and it's a great multi-use machine. And the last question I got this week, I was on the road and I stopped at this little place to get something to eat early in the morning. And I only eat whole foods, so I ordered some scrambled eggs. And I got talking to the waitress, and 90% of what comes out of my mouth is about mining and prospecting and detecting and panning and, all the good stuff that goes with it, or hunting or something. And we got talking, and I showed her a small nugget, just a little one. And her first question was, "Where'd you get that?" Well, the answer is, I'm not going to tell you. So we laughed about that, and hey, I let her know this nugget is from Southern Arizona, and that's about as much information as I'm going to give. It's from Southern Arizona, and I think most gold hunters who like myself, who've been doing this for a long time, speak in generalities. We're not going to pull out a pen and a paper and say, just hang on, I'm going to go ahead and give you the GPS coordinates. I'm going to draw you a map, say exactly what wash I got it out of, because it's hard to find spots, and you don't do all that hard work just to give it away to somebody else. And that brings up another topic. It's people. I believe that most people are good people. I believe that bad people are a small percentage of the world. I've met some of my best friends and best hunting partners online, on the forums, on the internet. And I've met some people that'll give you some serious heartburn, people who are not, men who are not men of their word. And so you got to take the good with the bad, but you can't let the bad spoil anything. You just learn the lessons and move on. Hopefully they change. I've always said gold does funny things to people, not things to funny people. Or no, it's actually backwards. I always said gold does things to funny people. That's how I said it. Gold does things to funny people. So now I'm glad we cleared that up. But anyway, so that's my thought. Is really don't, if you're new into prospecting, or even if you're a veteran, don't think anyone's going to tell you where they're finding gold. Whether I'm in Alaska, Arizona, or California, no matter where I'm at, I'm just not going to draw you a map. I'll give you a generality. Hey, I was up around Chicken, Alaska. I was over there by Eureka County. I was in Yuma, Arizona. That's about all you're going to get. And I think most gold hunters are the same way. And again, I believe more people are good people than bad people. But no one's going to work hard for something and just give it away to you for nothing. And so you can have a lot of great conversations. And it's just good to have a little gold prospecting street smarts. I guess that's something I would say. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. These were really great questions. And again, video from the truck. I don't know what the deal is, but that's where we're at. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Later.